They say a man's home is his castle, and during lockdown, many of us have been using the extra time to build the place we've always wanted to live in. The Insider SA headed to Soweto in Gauteng to see how one man has been working hard to create a space for his growing family to enjoy.
And then ebuncaneni bawo nangendlela ukuthi bebawubuilde ngakhona. Si decide ukuthi si extend for ukuthi sibe ne space. Ne roofing yakhona ebe ukuthi was not up to standard. Siyenza ukuthi ibe modern like eziba ubona nje. Ngiye ngakha yona le iveranda lena njengoba niyibona. Ukuthi kuzokhona ukuthi umnyango uzokhuseleka. Lo mnyango lona eniubonayo siye sawuthanda singumndeni. Okhona bewukhona ngaphambili. Bewuhlube usihlupha ngoba bewumncane. So ngendlela ongakhona uhambisana ka exactly nale design yalomuzi njengoba niyibona. Likhishi lethu leli esidecide ukuthi siyalenza kune light akusafani nasekuqaleni njengoba besibona. Lena esikuyo manje i-lounge sidecide ukuthi siyenze ibe i-open plan ezohlanganisa ikhishi nayo i-lounge. Ngale on the other side sikhona ispace la engathi kunenhlabathi besifisa ukuthi singafaka imbali and at the back kube nembali nyana ezothi zethu uqhakazisa.
Landscaping can add value to your property. Owner and editor of the Gardener magazine, Tanya Visser, shared with us some tips on how to improve our gardens ahead of spring.
I'm Tanya Visser and welcome to my garden. Landscaping to add value to your home is one of the most critical aspects. You can have $1 million home with no garden. Add a good garden to it, you'll get guaranteed 10% more the value of your home. One of the first things gardeners need to think about when getting started is to get the bones in of the garden. When we talk about the bones, we talk about the structure. Think carefully about the trees, because when you plant a tree, you're not planting it for yourself, you're planting it for the next generation. Next is getting your lines right, following the structure of your home, and use your main axis of your home to create the main compartments, or what we call rooms, of your garden. What do I want out of this space? I want a space where there's lawn, where kids can play, dogs can run. I want a veggie garden where I can enjoy the fruits of my labor. I also wanted a place of relaxation, somewhere down by the pool, but of course, gardening doesn't happen overnight. This all took time and according to budget. What available money you have, focus on the area that's going to give you the most impact. And that would be putting down the lawn so the dogs can play, the kids can play, and the mud is not going to get transferred into the house. When one has started a new garden and you've got a lot of plants that are still not quite there, they're taking a little while to grow, one great way to add instant reward is to grab 1 or 2 trays of these. They're called violas or pansies. You're going to find them in your local garden centre right now. Planting them now, they'll go until January if you look after them properly, and man, they add loads of fun, colour and happiness. And once you plant it, everything needs a good sip of water. Now, ways to save, folks. Edging is so important because it defines your garden and it defines where the lawn ends and where the beds start. One of the quickest, easiest, cost-effective ways is to just use some bricks, pop them in a row, create your edging, and it looks fantastic. Buy plants that give you more. Plants like agapanthus. Not only is it a beautiful plant, it's indigenous, it's water-wise, and they flower all summer right through to the autumn. When you've got one, they make babies. Think of ways that you can make more, whether it's from taking cuttings, whether it's from mulching, or buying plants that you can divide in years to come. And you know what? Spring is here. Even if you need to add a garden gnome to your garden just to brighten it up, nobody's going to judge.
Fast becoming the talk of the town, many of his neighbors are curious to know how Zonisele's new venture to accommodate his growing family is being financed.
Njengoba umakhelwane baloko bangena bedlula bezama ukwazi ukuthi senze kanjani. bedlula ngestrata siyazama ukuthi sibachazele ukuthi siye sathola usizo through iCapitec. Yiyo eyenze ukuthi konke lokhu abakubonayo kube possible.
The client came in looking for a loan. He said that he wanted to do renovations for his house. So at Capitec Bank, we're all about enabling clients to live better and bank better. We have a new product called the Access Facility, which is flexible revolving credit. So I decided to position this to the client because I know how stressful building can get, especially if you have those unexpected expenses that occur. The Access Facility has a much more affordable interest rate, and also the payments that he makes, they become available for him to use again.
The Access Facility is a product that the client can use to change and improve their lifestyle. It gives the client control because the client only needs to apply for this product once, and they don't need to come back to the bank again to continue to reapply. Once they've applied for it and it's approved, it's evergreen, it's always going to be available to them. With a facility of up to 250,000, it gives the client the ability to transform and really improve a lot in their lives. To move money in and into the product, they can simply use the app. So it's very, very accessible.
Make sure to keep watching the Insider Essay as we continue to follow Zonisele's journey and in the coming weeks reveal the final product. For more information